So you don't know what you're doing either.
I have no idea.
Guess what? Same here, man.
Let's test that theory.
You gotta do what it takes to survive.
All right, hello everyone, and welcome. My name is Michael Jobity, and I'll be hosting this live stream today, as well as the award ceremony on the 25th to 26th of November. Welcome to the 4th edition of the MiraBan UK Film Awards, powered by the MiraBan Company and founded by our festival director, Jay Minari. The MiraBan UK Film Awards, or MUFA, is a British, London-based IMDb qualifying film festival focused on diversity in Auteur movies. As a member of Film Hub London and BFI fan, MUFA provides a spotlight for underrepresented, emerging, and experienced independent filmmakers through weekly live stream Q&A sessions, as well as with its in-person career expo and networking opportunities, and an exciting festival event taking place on the 25th to 26th of November at the Bromley Picture House Cinema. If you haven't done so yet, please check out our festival tickets and VIP pass for the event, and subscribe on our new streaming platform, Stream Auteur, to watch all the officially selected candidates of this edition and vote for your favorite, which will win the Best Film Audience Award. When going to mirabanukfilmawards.co.uk, you can select Art House Cinema on the top banner and then click subscribe. But let's get the ball rolling with our special guests. Please welcome Daniel Shehata, Bobby Debuse, and Nicholas Pople from UK, a finalist for Best Student Film, Best Editing, and Best Film Score with their film, The Nautilus Mutiny. When Lester Landon, a dyslexic criminal working for a dodgy watch dealership, decides on the straight and narrow, he is tasked with one last job before he is set free. Time is running out as the ghosts of his past are coming back to haunt him. Let's take a look.
Queen Map hath been with you. She is the fear, Fry.
I know you want to change.
Why do you want to help me?
I want to enable you to read because it's what I do. It doesn't matter if you're a 7-year-old schoolboy or a 30-year-old watch dealer.
London's finest watch dealer. A guru of horology. This is how it works. The world spends £21 billion per year on wristwatches. Now, in London, no one understands how this works better than Urs Chumpali. The big problem is, greedy Urs here ain't staying straight.
Fakeですね.
If Urs feels like he could have made a better sale,
you get the watch back without any refunds, of course. We're closed.
Knives are for cowards. If Urs sells a broken watch and a customer complains, I
make sure the complaining stops.
And if a customer falls behind on their monthly installments, I
bring the watch back to Nautilus Vault. And remember, no refunds.
I'm planning to stop playing a part in all of this. But I need to improve my literacy so I can do something else.
I need you for this last one. And there's more in it for you than your usual.
Yeah, so it's more dangerous than my usual. Let's have some fun.
Love that trailer. That's such a great trailer. That punch looked like it hurt too. Oh my gosh, I could feel it from here. But altogether, I'm just so happy to have everyone on the call today. It's so nice to meet you, Daniel, Bobby, and Nick. It's a pleasure to have you on the live stream. Quick question, how's everyone doing today? Happy Monday.
I'm doing fantastically.
Oh, great to hear. But yeah, no, it's such a pleasure having you on, and so many questions on
lovely,
this
thank
amazing
you.
film.
Good on my side.
Sorry?
There was a little bit of delay. I think he said he's fine.
Oh, it's fine. That's great. That's good to hear. But yeah, there's so many, we had so many questions about this amazing film he put together. It's so exciting. Like right when you start to finish, there's like no dull moments. It just keeps you on your feet. And my first question, I guess, would be for Daniel. And I know I was reading that when you were kind of like younger, I think you saw Tim Burton's Batman movie, and that sort of inspired you in terms of like the cinematography and the type of movie that he was able to put together. I was curious, like, what was it specifically about that film that inspired you? And have you taken any inspiration from that film and kind of brought it to what you've created here?
Wow, that's a deep, very, very good question. It's funny that you asked that, because today I've actually looked at the Batman and the history and all that, because I'm still writing screenplays, of course, and that's always a source of inspiration for me. It's actually the depth that Warner Brothers created with this film in 1989. The depth that they created with the characters, with the world they just stomped out of the ground. It was actually shot in London. Everything was dark. Michael Keaton, when he went there, he went through a dark phase in his life. Everything was dark. Everything was inspired by these film noir characters from way back. It's so funny that Jack Nicholson is playing the Joker, because he's also been in Chinatown, which is also a film noir like behemoth, right? It defines the genre. To me, these characters, as well as the costumes and the scenery and everything they did, the screenplay, it all just flows together in such an intense way that hits you like a brick when you watch it. It's something that's, if you ask me, has never been done again afterwards when it comes to superhero films and all that. I specifically also found the relationship between the two characters, Vicky Vale and Bruce Wayne, very, very interesting. And I just thought the Joker was hilarious. And this film just captivated me from when I was 4 years old until now. It's fun to watch it, and not many films can do that. So yeah, film noir elements we've taken from these films. It's actually not just a film that is Batman 1989. It's also the Batman the Animated Series. We took cues and stuff from there. You look at the colors. We implemented that in the Nautilus Mutiny. You look at certain ways you can shoot a scene. It's very film noir like the way they did it in the animated series. So we kind of adapt that, and I'm not afraid to say that it's a great source of inspiration.
Yeah, and I think there's definitely a hunger and a huge appetite for movies like that dark tone. Like, I feel like, to your point, it evokes a certain feeling, and you just are so interested and intrigued. And yeah, I definitely, I'm a fan of, the original Batman movie as well, and what Michael Keaton was able to do. And I feel like, watching your film, I had that same undertone of like, wow, this is super exciting. And yeah, it's cool that you're able to still capture that feeling. Like, it's hard to do because there's so many moving parts, right? So congratulations on doing that. Before I ask my next question, though, I'd like to hand it over to Jay to see if he has any questions for anyone.
Yes, I mean, it's hard to condense because it's very. I really enjoyed the movie as a comedy. It is a noir, but it has this high tone and sort of British humor that make it hilarious for me. I would ask it to Nicholas, because he has a sort of very creative character. He has has a speech impairment, but he has this you will expect him to be more empathic, and he comes out sometimes to be more aggressive and less empathic than you would expect. So I'm curious to know, how did you handle this sort of duality in your character? think is it's connecting. He has a little bit of delay, I think, compared to us.
So sorry, there's a slight. Could you repeat that question? Can you? Can
yes.
you hear me?
So yes, we can hear you. So I was just asking about the duality of your character, because I see as a kind person sometimes is much more of a less of empathic character. So I was wondering, how did you process that for your own, for Lester?
Well, this is yes, it's an interesting thing. That's a great thing about characters like Lester is that they could be seen as this, a criminal thug that's all violence, all front-footed, just straight through the window, beating everyone up and having the end of the day sort of scenario. But it's from the script, just being able to play more layers to a character that's not just a heavy-handed criminal, but someone that has much more to them than that, really. In terms of how to play it, it's just working with the script details, not just getting a broad stroke of what the character is and what they're doing. It's like, why are they doing these things? Why are they saying these words? What are the relationships with the characters within the scene? And a great script has so much to unearth and just pick through. And it's by going through a script that you're able to pick up on these little details about a character that don't just make them a very one-dimensional person. You're able to find those layers and find those dualities and play with them in a scene.
Right. Do you, Michael, do you want to involve Bobby as well?
Yeah. I was just gonna say, Nick, it feels like that character. I believed it. I was like, I feel like this is a second life you've had. It was. I was like, wow, it feels so real and authentic. So you've done like an amazing job. So congrats on your performance. And yes, Bobby. So obviously, Bobby, you've had a lot of experience. I've seen some of the other works you've done: Poker Face, The Psycho, Mona Lisa Heist. I was curious if you took any learnings from those previous films and kind of applied it within your character or within the film that you've been a part of now, because I know within each film you're a part of, you kind of take away some learnings, some takeaways. So I was curious if there's any ties similar to like the Batman kind of like origin story with Daniel.
Yeah, I mean, for me especially, I'd like to say that I think working on this film means so much to me personally, because not only did I meet such amazing people, but Daniel and I have not only become such good friends, but we've developed such a good rapport that we're working on numerous projects together. I got another one coming up in January, which Daniel's going to be co-directing with me. I got another one which I wrote that he's going to direct. I'm producing another movie for him. So we got a lot of things in the works now, So it's just been amazing. And I was just really happy that I could facilitate Daniel, because we have a very similar vision. We both love these comedic yet action-oriented movies, these gangster things, these Guy Ritchie kind of things, So I was just so happy to be part of it. And yeah, I did originally start off as playing a minor role, Gaddafi, which I had completely forgot about until I read it on there. Like, oh yeah, I played a role in this as well. But it's just been an amazing experience for me. Yeah.
Awesome.
That's so awesome. And I love that we have an exclusive for like some of the next set of projects that are coming out. You've heard it here first on the MiraBan live stream. But yeah, no, that's so amazing. And it's just so clear that, everyone works so well together. You can't really fake that, right? Like if you're working so well together, you have the same mindset as you'd mentioned. It just
they have a really good spirit. You can tell from their spirit. They're really well tuned. And I would say, literally last minute question for Daniel, and that is because this started as a student film, but it seemed to me that it sort of launched your career a little bit. So do you want to share that for any other students that might have started with something like that and hope to start with something like that, which is really powerful, to then grow into their own filmmaking career?
I just want to say a big thank you to Rain Dance as well, the Rain Dance Film School. They don't teach filmmakers, they make you a filmmaker. They sit you down, they equip you with those tools, and you can do it or you cannot do it. It's for you to decide. Me, I sat down, I took what I had, I looked around, I met the right people. I was extremely lucky to meet these people. And if you just value every person that you meet on this path as a student, as what they could do to you, but also as how they approach films and what they are, and if they have any passion, and if you're vibing together, then this is a fantastic. Going to a school is a fantastic thing, but never ever listen to anybody who wants to constrain your film to a student project. Because my film, I started this and it completely got out of hand. Obviously. This is so much more than just a master's project. This is the Kickstarter for my career. I was extremely lucky to have such passionate people. This guy over here, Bobby is a producer. You throw a few £1,000 in the air, this guy makes a world happen for you. This is insane. Nick, I didn't pay for the all these rehearsals. There are so many rehearsals. I was working with Nick on this film. I started in 2018. Can you believe this? And this guy was on board from the beginning. He was just there, and he was ready to take on anything that came at him. It was like every day he came in, the stunts and these can you just say that a bit different? Oh, can you just do, the character's motivation is like this or like that. Can we just change that? And it was forever until we arrived on set and everybody knew what they had to do. And I was just standing there and people did what they had to do. And it was, to me, awe-inspiring to watch and see these people that are such professionals just function and seeing that it pays off what you did with these people for years. We put our heart in this. I put everything I had in this film. All my emotions, all my money, everything I had, I just put in this film. And people could feel that on set. That's why we had such a great experience. We had so much fun making this film, even though we were under pressure. I remember the end when everybody was on adrenaline and it was over. We had the most amazing rap party. It was just a dream. It was a dream. And I'm still living this dream now. It's amazing that it happened. I'm a very, very lucky person, because not many people are lucky enough to have so much luck and to meet all these amazing people. So this film just materialized.
That's great. Thank you so much, Daniel. I'll quickly hand it over to Michael because we have to go to the next live stream, but it's been lovely to meeting you and hear all your passion and all your, it's beautiful to witness that.
Also,
thank you so much.
Sorry, I have to say one thing. Shout out to Oliver Cox and Reese at 49 to Midnight Films, amazing cinematographers.
Absolutely.
Amazing. But yeah, I just want to give a special thanks to everyone on the call today. Yourself, Daniel, Bobby, Nicholas. It's so clear that the passion, I think that's a takeaway for anyone listening, any aspiring filmmakers is, and actors and actresses, that you have to be passionate, because you can just feel the spirit and the energy in the live stream today. And congratulations again on the amazing film you put together, Nautilus Mutiny. So with that, I'd like to just mention some quick reminders for the audience. You can go on streamauteur.com to vote for your favorite film. And just a quick reminder that the award ceremony is on the 25th to 26th of November at the Bromley Picture House Cinema. But with that, I just want to give a special thanks again to Daniel, Bobby, Nick, and Jay for being on the live stream today. Thanks so much.
Thank you very
everyone.
much.
Take care. Bye.
Cheers.